What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James. I'm back in the building here at work, outside chilling on lunch break. I don't even know how many people gonna even be on this live, but that's cool. I'm just gonna talk. I'm bored. Gonna talk for a few minutes. It's been like 2 weeks since I've been live. So I'll just chill. See who wants to come in. Wanna talk some Cowboys? What to do, Dallas Law 43? Been a while. What's good? Is that OB Heck? What's up? I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I've been on a hiatus. I'll actually be going live Sunday too with the Best of Enemies. What's up, my dog Daniel? We're gonna do Best of Enemies. We've been like 3 weeks. What's up, Tyrone Church? Oh, it's hot as hell out here, dog. It's hot as hell, the ninja. It's like it's not too bad today. It's like 88, but it's been in the 90s out here. It's been like 95, 97, 98. It's been in the 90s, and that's pretty hot for Ohio at this pretty particular time. Oh, I definitely got the DC Blues. What's good, JV boy? What's good, Tyrone? Eastside, you still be talking. That's cool. I ain't nobody. He's in the chat. What's up, Gregory Davis? He just can't let it go. He's talking about my Mavs. Okay, that you can talk about them all you want, but I was watching team playing the finals. My team was playing in the finals. They lost. They wasn't even supposed to be there. I'm cool. We had a great year. I ain't tripping. When nobody think the Mavericks was gonna be in the finals, and Boston was the better team. We saw that after game one, they were the better squad. We knew after game one they was probably gonna win it. It's cool. Just hope we get back. You know what I'm saying? I like the direction. I like that Mark Cuban isn't having his fingers all in everything, like a Jerry Jones, a Stephen Jones, all the Joneses. He sold that damn team, and bam, he sold the damn team, and look at it. I'm just saying. I bet it is. You in Texas, bruh. So if it's 90 something here, it's 100 there. You know what I mean? What's up, Matthew? Like I said, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. We're going to have the Best of Enemies. My dog, George, from Washington Commanders, and you know my dog, Castro. We're going to do that Best of Enemies, get it popping. But, hey, let's talk some Cowboys football right quick. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I tried to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all when I made that video, my dog the Ninja knows. My dog the Ninja knows. When I made that video about 3-4 months ago, I wasn't playing around when I said about these Cowboys. I wasn't playing around what I told him, and my dog knows what I'm talking about. I'm just, I look at it like this. Maybe I'm scorned, maybe I'm jaded. I don't know. But I've never felt like this about, I'm just being honest with y'all. I've never felt like this about my Dallas Cowboys ever in my life like this. I've never felt like this. And it's crazy. Maybe I am jaded. This is going to be a real honest conversation about the Dallas Cowboys today. And when you hear people, I've been a fan for this long. I have. I've been a fan since I was in the womb. Like my dad, I don't know nothing else but the Cowboys. Like I don't know anybody else but that team for 50 years. My squad. Ride and die. You get what I'm saying? Ride and die for this team. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. Once I got into this media thing, I was just that fan. You said anything about my Cowboys, before I got with the media school and all that. You couldn't say nothing about my Dallas Cowboys. You could not say one thing about my team. I was going to attack you. I was going to find out who your team was. I was going to dissect your team. I was going to break your team down. And by the end of the conversation, I probably was going to be winning that conversation. Even if my team wasn't winning, I was going to win that conversation because I'm going hard for my boys no matter what. That's before I went to media school and jumped in media, right? When I jumped in, when I got to media school and jumped in media, I'll be honest, I was gung-ho. I wrote an article about Stephen Jones on my WordPress. You feel me? On my WordPress. Yeah, Dallas, I feel you, and that's what we're gonna be talking about. So I wrote an article on my WordPress about Stephen Jones. And I was talking about, man, Jerry, yeah, we finally got Steven. He ain't gonna overpay for players. I was so blind because I didn't know anything. He ain't gonna overpay for players. He gonna get that salary cap together. We ain't gonna be doing this. We ain't gonna be doing. Let's go. That lasted all of one damn year. And then I got in the media, and then we got to interviewing all these Cowboys people and media and getting behind the scenes and seeing so many things. It's kind of like if you wanted to be a singer all your life and you wanted to go to Hollywood, or you wanted to be a rapper all your life and then you got on with the label. From the outside in, you was loving it. Oh, I can't wait to get to Hollywood. I'm gonna be a star. I can't wait to drop this album. Oh man, this rap game is crazy. When you first got in it, oh, everything was crazy. But the longer you was in it, you start seeing the evils and the nastiness of it, and you started seeing the bad side of it, and you started seeing the sides that you was like, hold up, have I been deceived here? Yes, get them likes. So what's up, Michael? Everybody in the building. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It's like all that stuff that I thought was great, I started seeing all the stuff that I'm like seeing not so great. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? These last 3 years in particular, no lie. These last 3 years in particular have really like, nah, I ain't tripping. And me and Mike White had the conversation, right? What's up, Michael? We'll see if Dak is leaving soon, you know. But Michael, we had the conversation, like he said, when I started feeling better about these Cowboys, when I stopped caring as much, caring more for the team than they did. And that's what I felt, and they're the one that own the team, and sometimes you feel like you care for more of the team than they do. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not going to lie, after that 2021 loss at home, I was pissed. But I said, and I was like, all right, I'm done caring about this team. Like, how many times, listen, y'all, how many times are we going to say the same thing year in and year out? Oh, we got a squad. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then we get there, we lay these damn eggs. It's just like, it's annoying. It's annoying. And so, yes, 2021, I was like, man, F these Cowboys. I'm tired of this same old song. Like, these dudes ain't doing nothing. Every time I try to believe, even though in my heart, I'll be like, they ain't gonna do nothing. But I'll be like, since I can't see the future, I'm gonna believe. Since I can't see the future, I'm gonna believe. You get what I'm saying? Because I can't see the future. So I'm gonna just go ahead and believe. Even though in my heart, I feel like you dudes gonna choke. Y'all don't beat nobody good. I'm just talking real. You don't like it? Don't. It's okay. But y'all don't beat good teams. Let's keep it real. You beat the mediocre teams. You beat weak teams. You beat mediocre teams. Nobody wants to talk about it because we all love our Cowboys. But let's be real. When we watch the teams, when we watch the Cowboys, we know we're going to beat the Giants, right? We know we're sweeping the Giants. We know we're going to beat the Bears. We know we're going to beat... Who else was just weak? We should have beat the Cardinals, but we just know we're going to beat certain teams, right? We know we're going to beat certain teams. Like, we know. When you turn on the tube, you like, we beating them. So this ain't no, and Dak's going to have a great game, and everybody going to say, yeah, see, I told you we the squad. And I'll be like, man, that team suck. We should beat them. They ain't no damn good. You feel me? It's the same thing. Then when we play them squads, not a decent squad, them squads, and y'all know it. When we play them squads, even in the regular season, choke. Whenever we play them squads, choke. And I seen Dak Prescott's record against winning teams. It's not that bad. It's like 44%. It's a lot better than other teams. So I ain't even calling Dak a loser. He's been a winner his whole career in Dallas. But bruh, and it ain't just you. I'm tired of these failures. Y'all, these failures last year just really Because y'all know, if y'all been following me, I've been telling y'all, Dak peaked. I said 2021, 2022, Dak peaked. Y'all watch the shows. Y'all watch the final word. Dak peaked. Law would come at me. Has Dak still peaked? Yep, he peaked. He ain't gonna get no better. That's what I said. Dak ain't getting better. I just felt that. He's reached his pinnacle. Then I saw last year. And I said, damn, Dak. Okay. You know what? Okay, because I felt Romo was a better passer than you, but you was a better leader than Romo. But I felt Romo was a better passer than you. But you was climbing. And then this last year, I'm like, okay. You finally might, yeah, I apologize. Maybe you didn't peak. I apologize. Maybe you didn't peak. Okay? And once again, this ain't all on Dak, but you are the quarterback. And every quarterback catches the flack. So let's not act like it don't happen. Every quarterback catches the flack, so why is Dak any different? Okay? So, I'm like, okay. And then we get blown out. So it's just like, okay, you can sign Dak. But what leads me to believe it's going to be different this time? You get what I'm saying? And you ain't got no defensive tackles. You're grabbing UFL players. You're grabbing UFL players, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're making Will McClay dip in the UFL because Dallas ain't got no money. For real? Like, everybody was hyped up about this William whatever dude. I don't even know nothing about this guy from the UFL, top linebacker in the UFL, 70-some tackles. Really? Everybody quit. Defense quit, everybody quit. But you know what, Tyrone? I'm going to keep it real, dog. I just don't want to hear the defense lost just the game for us, because guess what? In that first two series, yes, they went right down the field on our defense. But what happened with our offense? Did we have damn near like a 3-and-out? And then they came right back down and scored. And then Dak threw the interception. And then everybody, oh, that Brandon Cooks, that was a bad route by Brandon Cooks. And then when he threw the interception, CD Forte, oh, CD Lamb, he didn't do it right. Brandon Cooks. And I'm to the point where I don't hear no more excuses for no damn Dak Prescott. I don't care. I'm not listening to no excuses about that crap no more. Defense was atrocious. But defense wasn't atrocious in 2022. It wasn't atrocious then. It won that Tampa Bay game like Dak. It kept them in the game against San Francisco. But when you were supposed to have that moment. So when people say, you stop blaming Dak. I ain't blaming just him. But damn it, you had a moment. 2021, all y'all boys was just scary. All y'all just scary, just choked it. You should have beat the damn Niners then with some damn Garoppolo. What the hell? Then you go and slay the Brady Dragon. Now let's be honest, Bucks were not that good that year. They weren't. They didn't have Bruce Arians. Not making the excuses, fellas, but game one we should have beat them. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You should have beat them game one. But, hey, you played them in the playoffs and you slayed that dragon. You get what I'm saying? So, yes, you smacked them Bucks. And, yes, you went on the road. But I feel like you played better on the road at home because it's too much pressure. Can't handle that pressure. Dallas can't handle the pressure. That's why they choked, too. Because they start hearing all that noise about, oh, you won 16 games in a row. And this is the best team that they had in a while. And they just be choking, dog. There's a choke gene inside of them. I don't know if it's from the top and it trickles down, but this is just a choke gene now. Y'all just chokers until you change the narrative. And that's what I'm calling this team. Y'all chokers until you change the narrative. Doesn't mean if you're my team or I fuck with the Cowboys, you're still chokers. Period. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So I'm over just the excuses from the front office, the coach, the players. I don't want to hear no more of the talk, no more of the hype. There should be no hype around this team at all. Even like the networks, please stop talking about Dallas. They haven't won anything. They haven't done anything. Please stop talking about Dallas. Okay? Dallas are chokers. That's what we are. Chokers. There ain't nothing else around it. Dallas are chokers. And everybody knows, yeah, Dallas is going to be good in the regular season, but they're going to choke in the playoffs. And until you erase that narrative, that is a legit narrative. That's a legit narrative on the Cowboys. It's a legit narrative. Yeah, if you talking about me, you ain't seen me covering them Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? If you talking about that, you know what I'm saying? You ain't seen me. Like, I'm sure Cowboys fans, they'll boat out of here, don't want to hear that, but that's fine. But you still chokers. And Esau Harold, I ain't saying this for no you. I'm saying this for my damn self. You get what I'm saying? I'm just being real with it. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people just don't want to admit it. Or a lot of people just, want to say the right things because of other things. But I can't fake the funk. What's Dallas done? Dallas ain't did nothing. So there should be no hype on this team this year. Should be no hype. And if we're talking about Dak, CD, Micah, I don't know what they're gonna do. I would think they would pay him because they don't really got no other options. They dropped the ball on the Trey Lance thing. These Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones aren't football guys. You know what I'm saying? They're not football men. They want to be football men. But as I said, when I look at since Jerry Jones has owned this team, like I said, I made a video about this. The first 5 years when Jerry Jones had Jimmy Johnson, the brand was broken. You know what I'm saying? The brand was broken at that time. Do we remember when Jerry and Jimmy came in? It was 1-50. There was no good. Dallas sucked, right? So they had to rebuild the brand, the team, more than the brand. They had to rebuild the team because the team wasn't good. The team wasn't winning games. The team was not good. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like Jerry and Jimmy were trying to build that team more than the brand in the beginning stages of their short marriage. You got a real football guy in here, Jerry. Yes, you had money. You helped fund this. Facts. We can't take that away that you came in and you was down to do the trading. But am I going to sit there and say it was your thought pattern for the Herschel Walker trade, or was that a Jimmy Johnson thought? That it wasn't no damn Jerry Jones thought that you thought to pick up Herschel Walker and all them damn picks. That's Jimmy Johnson. You just had the money. You had the capital. That's what you had. You ain't had the mindset though. You ain't had a mindset, and you and Steven keep trying to press to us that y'all football men. You had the championships when Jimmy was there, and I ain't even trying to keep talking about some damn Jimmy Johnson because that's in the 90s. Nobody won't even talk about that no more because that's like old age century history, ancient history. But it's just the fact of the matter is you had a true football man who was doing football things. Your coach. Football things. That's why you was winning. And plus, that the brand wasn't really established again. So in them 5 years, y'all started winning. The brand started popping again. Everybody talking about Dallas again. Everybody Dallas Cowboys. Now you back to being America's team now. Now, ain't it a smart businessman to capitalize on that? I didn't say that, D-Shift. I didn't say that without Jared. Did you just hear that I said that he had the money, but he not a football man? That don't mean just because you hired Jimmy, you's a football guy. You's a guy that loves the Cowboys and got a lot of money, and maybe you looked at Jimmy Johnson would be the best guy because I want to bring this man in. But I'm talking about being a football mind because once Jimmy exited, you started building off that brand. Once Jimmy exited, where have football moves been to really take us to the next levels? Been a lot of choking. Been a lot of mismanagement. I have never got mad at Jerry for trying, but how many times has he flopped and how many times has he flopped bringing in wrong people? Right, Randy. He was a proven winner. I mean, he was winning national championships. You get what I'm saying? He's winning national championships, so it made sense. And plus, you grabbing a college coach who don't have the tainting of no pro nothing. So it was a perfect situation. New owner, Guy coming from college, national championship winner, respected in the college ranks. You not tainted by the NFL. That made perfect sense. Now, ever since then, he's been trying to prove that he's a football guy without Jimmy. How has it gone? Just saying, how has it gone? And this team is just frustrating as hell to me, dog. Like, y'all, I'm not going for this hype for this team no more. You talking about you had 3 straight years where you had really good teams, really good players, and you didn't do it. Now you don't have a lot amount of those players. You didn't really do nothing in free agency. Now I'm supposed to believe that if y'all didn't really go hard in free agency or didn't really do anything, you're just really kind of signing your own and having minuscule signings, that this team is all of a sudden going to rise above adversity and take it to the top this year. I'm sorry, I cannot believe that. I absolutely cannot believe that. You couldn't do it when you had good squads. So now you're going to do it when your squad is not as good as those teams before? Sorry, I don't believe that. You can't make me believe that. I won't believe that. Like Dallas said, we had it the last 2 years, not even just last year. I'm gonna say 2022. We really had it, and they choked it. And you had squads to beat them teams. Don't tell me Dallas wasn't good as each one of them teams all last 3 years. All last 3 years, Dallas had a squad that couldn't compete with anybody in the league, especially NFC. No excuses why they lost. From the top down, ain't no excuses. So now I'm supposed to leave when you got rid of 12 players in free agency. You didn't address the defensive tackle position again. You're supposed to believe that Carl Davis, whatever his first name is, and Mozzie. I'm not believing that Mozzie thing. I ain't gonna lie. I jumped on the train because I was trying to be so positive. Maybe I was pump faking, but I was trying to be so positive. Mozzie, yeah, I don't like Michigan players. Taco Charlton did it for me. Sorry, y'all. Taco Charlton did it for me. And then Luke Schoonmaker. Dallas haven't had good luck with Michigan players. Jordan Lewis has been the only decent one, and he been half and half. So I don't be believing in Michigan players coming to Dallas no more. So then you get back-to-back Michigan players in the first and second round. I didn't want that. But hey, it's a defensive tackle. He's a big boy. Let's try to ride. And then we see what happened. I'm like, see, that's why I don't want Michigan players coming to Dallas. They don't work here. You know what I'm saying? Like, Michigan players don't work here. And we went and got to them in the first round, and both of them hurt. Both of them working out their shoulders. Now, I think this draft was pretty good. I don't like how you didn't get like the Marshawn Lloyd. I think that would have been great. You could have had Ezekiel Elliott be the backup. I like Rico Dowdell, but you stay hurt. Royce Freeman, I don't believe that. I'm sorry, I don't. And I don't believe the Ezekiel Elliott thing at all. I believe you as a backup, a closer. I don't want you to be a starter. And I don't trust Rico Dowdell is going to be healthy. Okay? And you still needed young and explosive. Marshawn Lloyd, you could have had him. You could have had a couple other defensive tackles. You know, I see some people talk about the defensive tackle from Auburn. That's good, but I'm sorry, y'all. He went in the 7th round for a reason. I can't put my stock that a 7th rounder is going to come in and just come in and do his damn thing. I'm sorry. That's just me. Why default to the 7th round? Everybody's wrong. I know, Brock Purdy, but you're in a great system. A lot of these guys that get in here in their 4th round and on, they get in good systems, and maybe some of them fall through the cracks. But I just have a hard time believing a 7th round defensive tackle, and I've seen the tape on him. He's just going to come in and really plug the hole and really just hold these other guys that been in the league longer and maybe be better players. Hard for me to believe. And I like how you got linebackers, right? You got linebackers now. But if you don't have the front 4, or you don't have guys that can still stop the run, it's going to negate the linebackers. We've already seen it. Linebackers getting peeled in the second level because you don't have guys that can really stop the point of attack. Chauncey Golston, Yeah, he cool, but is he a guy that's going to be the 0-1 tech that's really going to make some waves? I don't think so. Like I said, the Cat Davis from New England, yeah, you like 6'4", 6'5", 338. Maybe you can hold a point of attack. I don't know. Mozzie, I ain't believing it right now, and you hurt. Who else we got out there? I don't even, and if you get any UFL, what? So it's been a problem about stopping the run for ages. And now you don't have anybody really there to upgrade that position right now. And all of a sudden you're going to be a better defense because you got some UFL players. Yeah, we got Osa, but y'all seen Osa. Osa wears down, y'all. Right, too. Like, why did you let go of Jonathan Hankins? What did Hankins do wrong here? He was your run stopper. I'm not listening to PFF ranking us on the 6th best defensive line. With who? Oh, hell no. And I got a yearly subscription to PFF. I seen that, but I ain't listening to that. Who? Or if you're counting Osa in them, if you're saying defensive line with DeMarcus Lawrence, yes, listen. I can see why they ranked us as a defensive line. Not the defensive tackle position, but if you're talking about a Osa Ogadazua, you're talking about a Tank Lawrence, and you're talking about possibly a Micah Parsons and a Sam Williams. Our edges are sweet. Our edges are dope. Nope, I'm not going to camp. The only way I would go to camp is to see my little homie Julius Wood. He just got signed. Shout out to you, Julius. Do your thing. I hope you really make it work. 3-year contract. I hope the best for you, big dog. But our edges, yeah. PFF is we're ranking our edges. Sam Williams, potential. You better step up and show that potential this year. You got Micah Parsons going to probably play more edge. DeMarcus Lawrence, we know what he does on the edge. No sack guy, but he's the defensive run guy. And then Osa, he can play that 3. I like to see Osa more on that edge. But Osa's not the 0 and the 1. Osa wears down when Dan Quinn was throwing him in the middle. It was taking away his effectiveness. So Osa shouldn't be in that middle, clogging that middle like that. You feel me? So, yes, I can see why they ranked him high when you seen our edges. You know what I mean? So, but if you're talking about as a whole, Dallas was still giving up damn like 4.6 yards a carry. You get what I mean? And like I said, linebackers are good, but they ain't good when you ain't got guys up front that can protect them linebackers. Don't matter how good them linebackers are if you ain't guys that can protect them. And we've always had guys that could come off the edge and rush the passer, but we need guys that can clog that middle. We need guys that can slow down this run and put them in obvious passing situations so we can attack them. I like the cornerback room's pretty good. We'll see what happened with Garyon Conley. He used to be a Ohio State guy. I liked him coming out of college. Him, Malik Hooker. Who's another Ohio State cornerback I liked, and he's with somebody. And I think I liked what's his name? Damn, he was with the Raiders too, but he didn't turn up either. But I liked him. But I definitely liked Conley when he was coming out of Ohio State. It remains to be seen what he would do with Dallas, but definitely got talent, got size, got talent. I seen a video on the kid that the Dallas drafted in the 5th round. Was it the Carson kid? He looks pretty good. He looks pretty good, and obviously, and I said you should put Deron Bland back in the slot. We don't know if they're going to get Gilmore back, but that 5th round pick, he looked good, and I wanted other players before him, and didn't hate on that pick that you picked that corner, but I was like, damn, you could have got that back, or you could have got that defensive tackle. And there was some guys, I just don't remember their names, that were more highly rated that you could have got. I just feel like you could have got that running back too, but once you knew you got Ezekiel Elliott, you settled. And I think that's the biggest problem. Okuda, yes. Thank you, D-Shift. Nah, I don't believe that at all, True American. As long as we have Zeke, we're good. I absolutely do not believe that. Absolutely do not believe that. Not hating on your take. Not hating on your take at all, but I absolutely am not thinking we're good with just Zeke. But like I said, the problem is it's almost like with the front office. Like they go top heavy with their stars, don't want to get the meat in the middle, want to get cheap in the middle, pay the stars, I guess. They got to jump through hoops to get the money. Be real cheap in the middle. And I feel like that's where we get exposed. That's where the team gets exposed. Yeah, he's a good number 2. He ain't no 1 to me. But that's where Dallas gets exposed. Like when we play Dallas plays those top teams like them Buffaloes last year and Miami, although they should have won that Miami game. That defense gave it up. I gave Dak props. He took them down the field and scored. So I don't hate on Dak. Dak took us down the field and scored, and the defense gave it up. You know what I mean? But when we play these dogs, when we don't have them guys, maybe that 1 or 2 players that can really help you inside the middle or things of that nature, and they're getting the bargain bin players or the cheaper players, or let's say you got UFL players, I feel like that gets exposed by these really good teams, and that's why you lose to them. That's why you don't beat them, because you cut corners. I don't never feel this team is ever all in. You know what I'm saying? I don't never feel like this team is all in. Every year, they cut corners, in my opinion. And when you cut corners, it shows in those big games. It shows in them playoffs when you cut corners. You know, we've been hearing about Mike McCarthy not being happy with the Joneses, undermining. We've been known that. We've been talking about that for years. You get what I'm saying? And it just feels like they're like, okay, if we pay you guys, then you make it happen. But you don't really get the other level of players. Like, they're like free agency. They're just don't even look at the first 2 waves of free agency. They're like, we're just going to wait till the 3rd wave and get them guys that don't cost a lot of money. $6 million man, that's what they be looking at. They don't want to sign for you for a lot of money. They're usually going to get you when you're 29, not even 29, when you're 30, past your 30s. That's when they go grab you. When you're past your 30s, you know you want another contract. You know you're probably not going to get that other contract from this other team, and Dallas is sitting right there. Oh, yeah, we'll pay you 2 years, $6 million, 2 years, $7 million. They ain't going above that. And I feel like you could still, if you're being aggressive, in the first and second wave of free agency, we know those guys are going to cost. I get it. But there were some guys in there. My guy in particular, what's the hell's his name? He was with the Rams. Did he get on with the Giants? I was pumping this defensive tackle up, and he got signed for he's making like $7 million a year. Oh, what's his name? I'll remember it and I'll tag it. And I'm just like, they don't go hard every year. They're like, okay, we got these players. You can do it. You can make it happen. But there's always 1 or 2 players that can really get you over the hump. We've seen it in basketball. I think it happens in football. We saw in the early days when Dallas had the early 90s. They went and got Dion. Right? They went and got Dion. Why did you get him? They went and got Charles Haley. Because those were difference makers. And you can't tell me, not DJ Reader. Keep going. What's his name? He played with the... Did he go to the Giants? Oh, he made me so mad because I know this guy's name. Yeah, I know Keystone. Exactly, because Steven didn't want him. But it's just the point of you can get 1 or 2 players to really make something happen, and you don't. And it's just the same old cycle. I'm a remember his name, D Schiff. It's like on the tip of my tongue, and it's pissing me off. He was really good, but just listening to Dallas 43, I mean, there was no reason for you to let Hankins go. He was definitely affordable, and he didn't want to leave. He wanted to stay here. He was affordable. He could help your team. Why didn't you do it? Not Leonard Williams either, because he cost a lot. You gonna make me look it up, these shit. But you know, my whole thing is Dallas. Y'all ain't doing shit. That's what I just feel. That's what I just feel in my heart. And I heard so many people. Yes, Keystone. Yes, there. See, Keystone. That's my dog, Keystone. I'm not saying you ain't my dog, D shit, but yes, Ashawn Robinson was one of the best defensive tackles against the run this past season. Played in all the games. Was one of the top defensive tackles in tackles for losses. You could have afforded him. What's up, Bob? Heck, been a while. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ashawn Robinson, he was the guy I was talking about. He got signed for like $8 million. He's still only like 27. What's wrong with that? But that goes to boss's thing about calling bastards. Dallas don't want to succeed with guys outside the organization because they want to say they did it their way. They want to say, see how we built the team with our own homegrown talent? We show you we can win with homegrown talent. We don't got to get them outsiders. We don't got to pay all that extra money. We're just going to pay our guys and get some guys and sprinkle them in here and there and make it happen. But what about the guys that you're paying or drafting might not be as good as those other guys? We know Micah Parsons elite. We know CD, he elite. Dak, elite. Even though he be choking. Parsons be choking too. It's like we got our guys that are dope, but in these big games, they be dropping the ball. Parsons be dropping the ball. Dak be dropping the ball. CD be dropping the ball. It's like we got these top stars, but they don't produce in the biggest of the games. So it ain't just Dak. In the biggest of the biggest games, Micah Parsons disappears. In the biggest of the biggest games. In the biggest of biggest games, CeeDee Lamb disappears. So it ain't just a Dak thing. Our other stars, where was D-Law? I know he's playing hard, but where was he at? It ain't just the whole team. I'm talking, Johnny, you know what I'm talking about though. The stars. Ain't it? You got to rely on your stars. That's why you played them the ball. I mean, pay them that money. You have to rely on the stars. They don't be there. When you need them the most, they ain't there. Dak didn't play good against Green Bay, but neither did Micah Parsons. CeeDee Lamb didn't do nothing. What did D-Law do? Who else was our top dog on the team? It's the truth though, D-Ship. Micah does need to grow up. And you know what's so funny about this? It's like, and me and Mike went back and forth, and he was like getting on Micah Parsons, and I was like, yeah, you was loving him a while ago. He's like, yeah, I love the talent, but that other off-field stuff I don't like, which I get. I'm in a slippery slope because I just feel like that ain't going nowhere. He's going to continue to do it. But yeah, I definitely feel like you need to be a leader, step up and be a better leader, because you be disappearing. And I agree with that, Dallas, right there. That's why I still mess with Dak, because Dak ain't never gonna quit. Dak ain't never gonna stop fighting, and that's why I really respect about Dak. Dak will fight to the end, and I respect that about Dak. Now, them two guys, CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons, were on a podcast. Dak fought to the end. He wasn't on no podcast having to tell everybody, I need to be a better leader. I need to step up and show better leadership. Dak wasn't saying that. Dak fought. But you got Micah Parsons and CeeDee Lamb on a show right after that game. And then you bring in on Jordan Love. Like, it's almost kind of comical. That's why I don't take this team serious. You feel me? Y'all just a lot of talk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just a lot of talk. Because after that game was over, y'all was talking about what y'all got to do better. We got to be better leadership. We got to do this better. We got to do that better. Man, y'all been in the league how long? CeeDee Lamb, you on your 5th year. Micah Parsons, you about to go on your 4th year. But you was in the league long enough to know better. You had already been in 2 previous playoffs, so you understand what the playoffs is about. CeeDee Lamb, you understand what the playoffs are about. But when after it's over, y'all talking about y'all need to step up and be better leaders? After it's over? After the fact you got your ass kicked? That's never going to happen, Charles. It is the players because they're on the field. It's the players. It starts from the top. Because Jerry and Steven, they just be gaslighting us fans, making us sound like we stupid, like we don't know what's going on. They are not going all out year in and year out. Not in my opinion. They're not going in all in and all out. They still meddle. They still make the decisions for Mike McCarthy. That already is counterproductive for your team. And nobody's not going to tell me that they don't make decisions to this team. Jerry is the GM. The general manager has final say over the coach. So if Jerry Jones said put that player in, is Mike McCarthy going to say no? Play that player more. Is he going to say no? And we're going to really think they don't do that? Okay. So that right there. And then let's go to Mike McCarthy. I like McCarthy, but yeah, he be getting scary. You know what I'm saying? They get real scary. You know what I mean? He in big games, I don't know what it is. You nut up. You get scary. I don't know what it is. You get scary. You know what I mean? And I don't understand it. I'm be confused because I'm like, you been there. You done that. I don't get it. But also, yeah, Aaron Rodgers. But I don't know. It's crazy. Like, this team is just frustrating. Like, I could go on and on for days. But the coach gets scary in critical moments. I feel like the team, they flow off the coach. They flow off all that stuff. And they get scary too. Like, they make the goofiest mistakes I can't explain this, y'all. It's like when we were getting ready to play Green Bay. Let's keep it real. When we were getting ready to play Green Bay, did y'all have the utmost confidence we were going to beat them? I'm asking everybody in the chat right now. I want to get the temperature. When Dallas was getting ready to play the Green Bay Packers in this playoffs, I want y'all to tell me how solid y'all were on Dallas beating Green Bay on a scale of 1 to 10. How solid were you on them beating Green Bay? Because I wasn't solid. First of all, when Mike White said, I don't want to play Green Bay, when we were still like 4 or 5 weeks before the season was, he's like, I don't want to play Green Bay because that's not going to end. It's not going to end in a good way. I'd rather play Philly. I was like, yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. And then we got them scheduled. And then once we got them scheduled, I said, oh boy. I said, we're better than them. But all I'm hearing, Dallas ain't lost in 2 years at home. Here comes the choke. That was my thought. Here comes the choke. This Green Bay team is young. They ain't ready. Not this year, so Dallas should be able to beat them. Oh, God. Here comes the choke. Here comes the choke. That's what my thought was saying. I'm like, I ain't saying nothing, though. I don't want to put that negative energy in the air. I don't want to put negative energy in the air before we play these playoffs. But they're talking about that, and Dallas don't. Whenever we hear them stats, Dallas is always on the wrong side of those stats. We ain't never on the good side of those stats. We're always on the wrong side of those stats. So when they start pumping that stuff out, I'm like, oh, boy, here we go. And then I said, well, let me watch the game. And I'm feeling weird about it. But maybe it's just me. First drive, take it right down the field. Oh, God. And then when we got that quick 3 and out, I mean, be honest with y'all, it's totally probably wrong of me. Probably people like, damn, dog, you gave up that quick. I did. I did. Once we didn't get that three, once we got that three and out, I said, "Oh, dog, we probably gonna lose this game. It, we probably might lose it because this Green Bay team is energizing. They just look like they about to whoop our ass. They just had that look like they about to whoop our ass." Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Y'all know, if y'all been a Cowboys follower for a long time, y'all know us. You should know your team by now. And you should know once you have a certain drive and it doesn't work, oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. And so it begins. And that was my thought. As soon as I seen that first drive and them eat us up downfield, and then we come out and throw an egg, oh God, here it is. Here, same old Cowboys. Here we go again. We about to choke again like we always do. And it happened. Got our ass whooped up. So, you know, maybe I did a lot of rambling. Had a good long lunch break, but I'm sorry, y'all. I had people actually, I listened to the people on Twitter. I did. So before I get off here, I listened to the people on Twitter. I heard so many people, man, if you always talking trash about Dallas, why if you don't believe in them, I wouldn't be making content if I didn't believe in them. I wouldn't do this, or and I got to thinking. I mean, damn, you right. Like, why you keep on making content day in and day out, and you don't even be believing in these dudes? I said, y'all right. Y'all right. So guess what? I'm going to be true to it. I'm going to be true to it. That's why you ain't seen me post in 2 weeks. And that's why you ain't been seeing me on Final Word. And that's why you ain't been seeing me jump out there and talk all that noise. Because, you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel you on that. You are allowed. I just got done eating, so I apologize. That's funny though. That's a good one. But when you're sitting there and you see this team fail year in and year out, I can't sit there and do content every single day and talk, ooh, these linebackers, ooh, this receiver, or ooh, this running back. No, I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that they're doing anything this year. They're going to win games, and they're probably going to most likely go to the playoffs because you got enough time to go to the playoffs. But for me to believe that y'all going to do something in the playoffs this year after y'all ain't did nothing with more stacked teams, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe we're going to get over the hump this year. You know what I'm saying? And appreciate you, Anna. But, you know, hey, just go ahead and get him out of here. Go ahead and you are allowed, just block him. Get him out of here. You talking reckless out of here, so you go ahead and get out here and get blocked. We ain't gonna never see you again. Yeah, we'll never see you again. Bye. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where the mods was at, dog, but that's all right. I regulated him. He gone. I regulated him. He gone. You ain't gonna never see it again. Go talk your trash somewhere else. It's cool. But I don't know, man. Check y'all. What's up, Paul? Y'all go check the show. We're gonna be doing not the final word. We're gonna be doing the Best of Enemies show Sunday. So I think that'll be a good show because there'll be a lot of stuff to talk about. But at the end of the day, y'all, I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm super suspect on this team. I don't believe they're getting over the hump this year. I feel like it's gonna be the same thing. So yeah, I'm not gonna be jumping up there and saying all these positive things about this team. And I'm not just going to be going live. If I see something positive about Dallas, I'm going to speak on it. But if I don't feel like it's going to be positive, I ain't going to speak on it. And I ain't going to just be going live just to shuck and jive people and talk all this fake ass nonsense about this team. And I don't even be believing in the shit myself. You get what I'm saying? I ain't going to be pump faking y'all like, oh, yeah, Dallas this. We're going to win that game. And inside, we're going to lose. Because I've done that before. Because I'm like, man, stop being so negative. But I'm like, bro, I don't believe they're going to win this game. But I'm like, but you don't know. But now, that's not going to happen no more. I'm not going to do that no more. If we playing the team and I feel like that team gonna beat us, that's what I'm just calling. They gonna beat us. You don't like it, it's okay. But I just can't be pump faking this shit with these Cowboys, and I don't even believe what the hell they gonna do. They ain't doing nothing. I don't feel like they gonna do nothing. They gonna do the same thing they always do. Choke. And until they break that choke artist label, that's what I'm staying on. This team gotta take the next step. And if you ain't took the next step with good teams, how the hell you gonna take the next step with this squad right here? All of a sudden you gonna rise from adversity with this team that you have constructed right now? I'm sorry, I can't believe that one. I'm not gonna believe, but I'm gonna watch y'all and I'm gonna see. And if y'all do, hell, come on this channel and say, yeah, you don't know what the F you talking about. I'm with all that. I'm with all that. But it is what it is. I appreciate everybody that was in the chat. I appreciate you, Paul. I really don't do this for no views, no clicks, no nothing. I don't do this for none of that. That's not what I've ever tried to do this for. I don't do it because I don't gain traction on my channel. My traction loses. my channel loses traction. My channel ain't growing. It's cool. That's okay. I'm fine with that. It don't gotta grow. People can talk trash about my channel. That's fine. But at the end of the day, I'm keeping it real about these Cowboys in my own heart, and that's what I can walk away with. You get what I'm saying? So, what's up, dog? So, once again, I appreciate everybody that was in the chat. Had a good showing in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all still rocking with me, even though I'm suspect on these boys. I'm not all in. I'm not all in. Jerry and Stevie ain't all in. Why should I be? Right? Jerry and Steven, y'all ain't all in. So why should I be all in on this team? Y'all ain't all in. Neither am I then. I'm gonna act like y'all do. We'll be okay. You know. And we'll see, Eastside. I'll definitely make sure with all that noise you're talking, because I know you're gonna run. You know, I appreciate you, Bob. Heck, I just saw you on Facebook, but I appreciate you on make sure, Eastside, though, you know, you lose that game, you show your face, because see, you always go in hiding. See, when I lose, my team lose, I don't go in hiding. You go in hiding. I can't find you when the Rockets was getting their face kicked in by Dallas all year. You know, when they won game, then you want to text me, but when Dallas is kicking your teeth in, I can't talk to you. Or when you losing games, when y'all lost the game against us a couple years ago, you ain't want to talk, you want to make excuses. Feel me? You an excuse maker. That's why I don't really recognize you. I'm ready to recognize you today because, yeah, you know what it is, dog. Don't lie. But anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for everybody being in the chat. Let's see what happens Sunday. I think it'll be a good show. It'll be me, Joe Castro, and my dog George Carmi. Good show. And then next week, I think we'll be back on schedule because, you know, I'm going to pick Mike's brain. I'm going to pick Star's brain. And then the final word, I believe we're going to have Clarence Hill back on. And that ought to be a good conversation because I feel like Clarence keeps it real enough. So I think definitely wasn't on the Brian Broadus, but I'm keeping it real. I ain't want to hear nothing Brian Broadus said. If we being all the way 100, make sure you call me. I'll be there. I'll answer your call. See, I don't run from your calls because I ain't a scary, spooky dude like you. I don't run from it. I don't run from the smoke. You run from the smoke, dog. You run from the smoke. I don't run from the smoke. I stay right there for the smoke. I don't run from it. You do. Not me. You got me messed up. I'm not the one that does it. I'm not the one that don't answer calls or answer text messages or nothing like that. That's you. But I appreciate y'all. And like I said, you know, let's see what happens. It's right around the corner, and CD and Dak are still unsigned. So we'll see what happens with that. And if they do get signed, we'll have a show and we'll kind of go from there and talk about that. All right. But appreciate y'all. Love all y'all. Appreciate all y'all rocking with me. Love that y'all still rock with me. And let's get it. Talk to y'all soon. Big Game James. I'm out. Peace.